This is Yang Guan, the Managing Director of China's Service Ventures Representative Office in Xinyang City, Henan Province. Today he is interviewing Mr. Song, the principal of Number 3 Primary School of 13 Miles Bridge Township. The school was recently reorganized to service the 4 surrounding villages of Xiaomiao, Shihe, Suoli, and Huangwan due to decreasing student populations. The Number 3 Primary School currently has 144 students and 11 teachers. Recently, Principal Song contacted Yangguan to inquire about CSV's library program for rural primary schools. CSV offers grants of up to 30,000 renminbi, which is roughly 5,000 US dollars. The school provides the empty facility, while CSV provides the funding to purchase books, shelving, tables, chairs, lights, and plants to make an environment conducive for learning and reading. Principal Song explains that at least half of his students are stay-behind students. This is a government designation to describe students whose parents work outside the province during the year. These children are left behind or stay behind to live with grandparents or other relatives. Oftentimes, the economic and living conditions for these children are quite severe. The school once established a reading corner for each grade and invited students to bring books from home to share with other students, but soon discovered that most of these rural students did not have even one book from home to bring. Most rural families struggle to provide the basic necessities, and little money is left over for purchasing additional books to read for pleasure or to ignite a child's imagination. Most of these children, after school, return home to attend to household chores and to work in the fields. The government provides basic resources for the most basic educational standards for reading, writing, science, and math, but there's little left over in the budget for anything more. Principal Song describes the ever-widening gap between rural and city primary schools. A small rural school simply lacks resources. Students from rural areas have lower reading levels and lower academic performance scores compared to students from the city. However, Principal Song believes that a library offers the hope to ignite the passion for reading and learning that will benefit the child well into their adult life. He is confident that his students will stay in school longer and perform better if they develop this lifelong love for reading. This will enable them to find better jobs and hopefully eventually to break the cycle of poverty. Principal Song expressed his gratitude to the loving and caring Americans who are helping to make this dream of their school library a reality. Will you help us to build a bridge of friendship into the lives of these rural Chinese children in Henan Province through your generous support of this library project? This year, we plan to provide 2 primary schools, Fuhe and Xiaomiao, with enough books to establish a school library. Will you join us? A quote from C.S. Lewis, "We read to know that we are not alone." And a quote from Catherine Patterson, "It is not enough to simply teach children to read. We have to give them something worth reading, something that will stretch their imaginations, something that will help them make sense of their own lives and encourage them to reach out toward people whose lives are quite different from their own."
能够满足孩子这个生活学习上的需要。
我们想看什么样的图书？
我想看金字塔。
金字塔。
金字塔的奥秘。
金字塔的奥秘